Welcome, my name is Shara Johnson and I am the Canvas enthusiast. In this short video, we are going to talk all about the Canvas inbox. Let's get started. In Canvas, when you log in, you're greeted by your dashboard. What you also are greeted by on the left-hand side is the global navigation. In that global navigation between the calendar and Canvas Commons, you will see the inbox. Now, before we get started, something you have to know. You are not able to message students in courses that are not published. So notice my dashboard is broken into two spaces. The published courses are on the top, unpublished on the bottom, which really all that means is courses students can see, courses students cannot. If I publish my course, I will now be able to message those students within the Canvas inbox. Let's give it one more try. For whatever reason, there you go. Let's navigate to the Canvas inbox. Now that we're here, we have the ability to not only look at the different courses, we also have the ability to look at the different types of messages. Let's start with courses. Our favorited courses are going to be the courses that are on our dashboard. If you remember, I had three: algebra, art, and physical education. More courses would be those courses that we are currently enrolled in but are hidden from our dashboard. Lastly, we have concluded courses. These are the courses, for example, that I taught last year, EDU 275 being one of those courses. Now, if I want to get into my EDU 275 class and look at possibly messages that I've sent, I can go to the sent mail, and every message that I sent in that course is going to be tied in this space. You can also look at the archived messages, so on and so forth. One thing I love about this, I could go back 5 years from today, like say algebra when I taught it in 2015, and I could still see all of the messages that I had tied to that course. Pretty cool. I'm going to go and I'm actually going to send a message in my physical education class. So I'm going to go into my physical education class. We're going to navigate to the very top to where it says compose a new message. If I know the name of the student that I'm trying to message, I could start typing their name and notice that it auto-populates. However, if I would like to send a message to the entire course, all of my students, possibly if I have parents involved as well, I can come over to this little address book on the very far right-hand side. I can select the population. If you have sections, like for example, you teach first period and third period physical education, I can choose the section here as well. I want to send this to all of my students. So I'm going to select students and I can select all. I'm going to give it a subject. And now I'm ready to start my message. Before we do, notice there's two check boxes. The first being, if I check that box, it means every student gets their own version of this message. If they were to reply all, I would be the only person that sees it. We're now starting this one-to-one communication. If I leave that unchecked, just know if a student replies all, everybody in the group will see that response. The second one is a faculty journal. Faculty journal is really a place for instructors to kind of take notes and maybe like do some dialoguing about a certain student. If we check that box, this will also be added to that faculty journal. Also know, you may not see this on your Canvas implementation. This is something that has to be added by your customer success manager. Okay, here's my message. And then you know. Now, a couple things else that would be advantageous for you to know. You can add an attachment. So for example, if you wanted to add the flyer for back to school night, you could add that here. And then lastly, one of my very favorite tools in Canvas is the recording an audio or video comment. If I would like to put a video message in my message, hello, I can actually record myself right here in this space, and it will add this to my message. Hello, welcome back to school. We are so excited to see you at back to school night. Be sure to bring your parents and your mask, and we are going to have a great time being all back in the building together. Now, you can add that message. You could give it a title if you want, and you can save it inside of your message. Man, wasn't very good. Make sure your eyes are open and your hair is fixed before you press the record button. But you can add that into your message to be sent to your students. I love that feature, and you can see that feature pretty much everywhere inside of Canvas. We're going to go ahead and send that message. Now, we're going to fast forward just a second, and we're going to see Pebbles reply. Now we fast forwarded just a little bit and notice we have some responses. So first off, Pebbles message is new, so I'm getting a notification of one message. If I open up the message from Pebbles, you'll notice it says, Mrs. Johnson, I am so excited to be back in school this year. I will definitely be there with my mom and dad. I like it that all of these messages are kind of close together, when you're looking at an email, it can be quite cumbersome. This is super simple to read. If I wanted to respond, I could come over here to the right-hand side and I could reply to that message. Now, one of the things I always tell folks, always, always archive, never ever delete. If I wanted to put this message and file it away to my PE class, I would want to select the box in front. And instead of pressing the delete button, I always want to make sure to archive that message so that that message gets tied to my PE course so that I can view it if I need to at a later date. That is a little bit about the inbox. I would encourage you to give it a try. It's a nice space. Not only is it really easy to use in this space, but there is some analytics on the backside that kind of shows how often you message students and how often they message you back, which is kind of nice. We sure thank you for joining us. We hope that you join us in another Canvas Enthusiast video soon. Have a great day.